Hello everybody and welcome to Ishandfriendstv, right here with me, Ishanu. We've got some UGC Highlander Season 9 coming at you today. The map, of course, is Koth Arctic. The two teams, GTSOM in the blue and ANZAK, the Australia-New Zealand arse kickers, in the red. Following Jono on rollout, two sickies straight away from the sticky jumper, going for the caber bomb, strafing into it. Going to actually target the heavy, does not get it, and ends up dying for his troubles. So, gonna follow Turok. Doesn't look like he's getting too much done. Gonna actually get a nice little third-person perspective of the camera here. Straight away, the mini sentry go up and down. Verminator, I didn't see where that happened, but does die to the backstab from Laurencio. And straight away, ANZAK all over the point. 3 times, 2 times cap on the point. Are going to cap it straight away. So immediately, a very nice rollout from ANZAK. Verminator, as I mentioned, did die, and GTSOM being forced to pull back from the point. So half wrong already, 100% Uber up as the time is ticking away for ANZAK. Looks like GTSOM's trying to push forward 4 times on the point. Milk goes in and actually milks up the heavy, so not great there for ANZAK. They do actually have the Uber, and they do choose to pop it on the heavy. Gonna go forward, only walking forward though, and is actually going to get thrown up there by the stickies laid down by the demo. Jono on the demo doing great work already. So ANZAK actually a little bit unsupported on this point. Only the heavy and the medic. Soldier jumps in from GTSOM and actually does drop the heavy down. Half wrong looks like he managed to escape. Turok not liking the map. Well, that is just too bad for him. He actually does have to play this map. It is the UGC map of the week. And Verminator on 100% Uber, but I think I might have spied that it was a crits. The crits actually does go out. Doesn't kill anyone so far. G-Menace actually, and Turok as well. That's Jono, of course, tagged up as Turok. Both going down to Laurencio. One a backstab, one just a regular stab that managed to kill him. So looks like the GTSOM soldier does try and jump in and get work done, but ANZAK are all over this point. They've let this go on too long from GTSOM. GTSOM have actually already scrubbed 1 minute off their time for this round. 2 minutes and 37 seconds left for ANZAK, and they do actually cap it up 3 times on the point. 152 left for GTSOM when that transition happened, and half wrong already built up his Uber 100% currently, as we see the time ticking away for ANZAK this round. Now, before this game started, I actually did predict it would be a fairly close game, but I predicted that GTSOM would end up winning it. Both of these teams are top 5 or 6 for UGC Australia. They're two very good teams. And really a great stab from Laurencio, just sliding behind the medic, taking down him, and also taking down the scout as well. So good stuff from Laurencio. Probably one of the better, definitely the better spies in the league, and known for only choosing to run the Invisi Watch, just the regular invisible watch. Known for having a hatred indeed of the dead ringer. And speaking of direct hits, GTSOM traditionally does actually choose to go direct hit on their soldier, but it's interesting, Yellow Dart has chosen just to run the regular rocket launcher tonight. The Uber was forced out of ANZAK. They're getting forward, defending this point. GTSOM, however, their medic is staying alive so far, like the BGs. He is staying alive, going down a little bit low in health, but Verminator staying well alive and keeping his, I think it's still the crits. Let's have a quick look. Trying to find out where he is. It is still the crits, so he has actually got the crits out now. Let's keep his POV just for a second. He's probably going to go pew-pew lasers on the heavy if he gets forced. Otherwise, he's only got the scout with him. The demo is nowhere to be seen. And so they do actually recap. 59 seconds left for ANZAK. That's a spy. It's been correctly spotted as being a spy, and interesting, you normally see the heavy choosing to run the sandwich. He's actually running shotgun today. Interesting choice. I don't know if it's the correct choice. Looks like we do have the crits go down. Durzo straight away dying. That's the heavy dying to the critical hits there from Turok. That is Jono on the demo. A lot of players dead. Not one of them though is half wrong. He actually is at 100% Uber right now, and probably will come in and look to recap this point. Get some here we go. Let's follow them in. Just get a bit of a third-person perspective happening. See how they choose to attack this point. Staying very far back right now. I mean, the soldier actually does jump in and does get some work down onto the medic, but not dying. Although that that Heavy did from some nice spam out of Jono there, but they still have their core classes enough to push in, and it looks like that's what they are going to choose to do. ANZAK now does come in, pop the Uber on the demo, and does succeed in taking down a few players, the sentry as well as the opposing demo man. So yeah, who's the demo for that? That is Ryan, just Ryan, getting a lot of work done, and successfully, no, not successfully capping this point. I thought they did, but they actually backed out. However, a lot of GTSOM players down right now, 22 seconds left, so ANZAK really needs to make their move right now. 5 times cap up on the point. It looks like they have realised that's what they need to do. They're getting forward. Still some whinging out of Turok about FPS or whatever. This map is known to not be that FPS friendly, but still, it is the map of the week, so must play. Looks like, yeah, it's going to be very difficult right now for GTSOM actually to push in. I think they're still running the crits there in the background. It looks like they are. However, half wrong on 90% Uber. They are going to have the Uber up to try and defend this point. Soldier does bomb in, doesn't commit too much. Just does a little bit of damage, doesn't get too crazy. The Uber actually now is up for ANZAK, and the crits now for GTSOM, but ineffective largely against that Uber, and straight away Verminator goes down to a well-timed backstab from Laurencio. So straight away it looks like ANZAK is going to take out this first round. 11 seconds left only. Two Boots actually gets taken down by the demo for ANZAK, for GTSOM. And, well, maybe we could actually see GTSOM defending this. Only the medic running around trying desperately to defend this point. The Spy actually activates his Dead Ringer and goes invisible, tries to come forward, but too late. ANZAK has capped up this first round, and straight away that is a 1-0 round lead in favour of ANZAK. Following the Ryan cam on the way out, the demo opposing Jono for ANZAK here. He actually, looks like he actually beat Jono out to the mid. Interesting to note, of course, that Jono running, and Ryan goes straight down. But Jono choosing to run something perhaps a little more standard on this second rollout. No massive Caber bombs coming out because it didn't work too well last time. So choosing not to run it this time. Laurencio getting a few fail stabs there in the foreground. But GTSOM trying to apply some pressure to this point, but half wrong. Is he running Uber or is he running crits? He could be running the crits, just not entirely sure as we just follow all the way through. He's actually running the Medigun, and it was Verminator on the crits. So if that crit does come in, oh wow, that was close. But he does actually get the Uber up in time. He activates it in time. So we do actually see that crits being largely ineffective there. Please tell me that medic's going to go down. And he actually does finally go down. He popped a great Uber and then like suicidally ran at the GTSOM combo. I don't understand it. But, you know, that's ANZAK. Probably going to choose to be a little bit different, having an interesting approach to all of their games. So GTSOM now with quite a nice Uber crits advantage, excuse me. And looks like Turok actually got a few nice kills straight away. So straight away GTSOM did cap up this point. 2.5 minutes remaining on this round. They are coming forward. They do pop the crits. They take down 2 Boots. They take down Wilcor. But the demo actually goes down to some just some straight up minigun fire from Durzo. And Verminator went down as well, so they need to be a little bit better popping those crits. They haven't really had a single successful crit so far, as Laurencio gets a nice stab onto the Engineer, goes straight back to his Invis Watch, and will come out and try and do some more work on the point, maybe sap up that sentry gun, and that is in fact what we see. So, yeah, 1 minute straight away scrubbed off the time of GTSOM for this round. Let's get a bit of first-person action happening right now. Following Ryan, I want to give the demos a little bit of love this game. It is a very demo-centric map. Also, it is sniper-centric. But neither sniper getting a great deal of work done. In fact, probably the standout 2 players on that scoreboard is Turok, that is Jono on the demo for GTSOM, and Laurencio on Spy for ANZAK. So, all the things right there. So let's get up. Let's see a bit of a bird's eye view what's happening. Basically, ANZAK is capping up that point quite nicely. 1 minute and 19 seconds left for GTSOM. The crits popped onto actually the Soldier, but the Soldier goes down to the sentry gun. I don't even know where that sentry gun is positioned right now. It must have gone down. But, yeah, it went down. And so that crit was largely ineffective right there. And so ANZAK still retaining control of the point. Interesting to note, basically, that... Wow. ANZAK crits. I did not see that coming, but I tell you what, GTSOM didn't see it coming either. That worked so well. Half-Wrong did actually go down. Yellow Dart doing a lot of work at the tail end of that crit, getting 1, 2, 3 kills by the looks of things. But Verminator did go down right at the start of that fight, so no crits or Uber to reply. Trying to come in and take the point. Already a minute sapped off of the time of ANZAK this round. They hold the 1-0 round lead so far. And they're looking good at the start of this second round as well. Yellow Dart jumping into some stickies. A prepared sticky trap there from Ryan, doing great work. But a large Uber advantage in favour of GTSOM right now. So we'll see if they can in turn actually make that into some time advantage. They still do have a slight time advantage, but the time is ticking away for ANZAK. And they've got some good position on the point as well. I think it's still crits for Half-Wrong, but I don't want to cycle through all of the players to look. So we're just going to let it play out, let it unfold and surprise us. Dozo does actually go down on the heavy there, in the end to the flare of the pyro, as Geomenace goes down to a nice body shot from 2 boots as well. So a little bit of time on the point for GTSOM. 4 times cap up on the point, trying to get 4. They do actually have the crits by the looks of things. Yeah, still the crits, so you know what, we'll actually see if we can get a bit of a first-person view. Probably going to be popped on the demo. That is kind of the standard for how you do it. First crit landed a little bit short. Does take down the demo, but that Uber just popped and protecting the heavy, and they're running forward. 1 minute left now for GTSOM, 1 minute and 7 seconds left for ANZAK, but Half-Wrong actually still behind. Well, yeah, he popped the Uber, so he's a little bit behind on the Uber now. They haven't actually capped this point up, and without the Uber, it's probably going to be increasingly difficult for ANZAK to cap up this point. Heavy there, still shotgun heavying. Maybe he needs to bust out the minigun and do some work, because otherwise he's going to go down. A lot of spam going the way of that GTSOM heavy. But it's actually Dozo Blint, the ANZAK heavy, that does go down. However, that entire time ANZAK was on the point. 29 seconds now left for GTSOM, but 1 minute and 2 seconds left for ANZAK to try and take up this point. But we see another crits come up now. The crits is up for ANZAK, for GTSOM, excuse me. However, if they don't go basically now, Half-Wrong, and already too late, Half-Wrong does actually have his Uber up, so he will be able to defend against that critical charge there. Yeah, and he does. There was no deaths under that crit. Jono didn't go down, but Verminator did. So, well, it looks actually like ANZAK is going to take this second round. I wouldn't have called that ANZAK would be out to a 2-0 lead at the start of this game, but it's increasingly looking like that is what's going to be happening. Yeah, they've got an Uber advantage. The heavy's milked up, but they've got a mini sentry now on the point. The buff banner is out, and all of the players are in an advantage of ANZAK right now. GTSOM has got a few players missing. They are trying to contest this point, and it will go down. No, it won't actually, or maybe it will. They actually do manage to cap it up into overtime for ANZAK. So all ANZAK has to actually do is recap this point, and it will immediately be an ANZAK round win. If they can't do it in the next 20 seconds, though, it will go to GTSOM. Verminator did go down, though, so it looks like ANZAK desperately trying to get on this point. They probably will. It's only 10 seconds left now for GTSOM, and a lot of kills happening right now in favour of GTSOM. The Uber is out. 1 player, 2 players still capping up. The Pyro does actually come in from behind, gets taken down, and that is it. That is a 2-0 round lead in favour of ANZAK. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this right now, and I will be back. And we're back with the third round of this game, the third mid-fight that we'll see between ANZAK and GTSOM. So, 2 pretty convincing round wins to ANZAK so far. The second one not so much, but the first one was, you know, pretty clearly in ANZAK's favour. So we'll see who wins this third rollout. GTSOM still in the blue, ANZAK still in the red, so I'll get us around the right way there. And neither team's taking a death yet. A very hesitant rollout. Looks like both teams know that they need to turn it up right now. So, but straight, yeah, 2 deaths for either side, but GTSOM seems to be in the better position. They have a slight uber disadvantage, not too much, but just enough from the rollout. And wow, that mini sentry absolutely doing work there for Jimbob, taking down 2 GTSOM players in a row. And it looks like actually ANZAK's probably going to turn this around and probably take the first honours in this third round. So straight away, yeah, 2 rounds to 0 to ANZAK, and they're crashing the point. 6 times actually up on the point right now. Although Crit's actually out right now for GTSOM. 3 players dead straight away. Uber is popped in response from Halfrog, but only the heavy and the medic staying alive out of that onslaught of critted up bullets from the minigun of the heavy. And yeah, well, look, once again, Mertzo trying to do work, didn't quite get it done. And GTSOM actually turning it around again to actually, well, they're actually spending a little bit of time not capping up this point. But Yellow Dart actually jumped in. Oh, I should have gotten on the dart cam. Should have gotten on the Yellow Dart cam, because she actually picked the medic and the demo, if I'm not mistaken. She's actually down right now, but already Verminator up to 80% crits. So we might actually just park the camera on Jono for a second. Now, I want to note something. Chirok actually was playing Pyro in the first 2 rounds of this game. He's actually switched over now to Scout, which is his native 6s class. So maybe they GTSOM players are realizing they need to be a little bit more careful. Straight away the crits are out, and they actually miss the medic though. They do pick the demo straight away. That very first crit stick, he dropped the demo, but then he actually had to start wasting crit stickies on the mini sentry. So maybe what they want to do is clear off that mini sentry before they use the crit stickies in the future, because we haven't really seen GTSOM get the most out of their crits so far. At every point so far, either they've missed the medic or the medic has had his Uber up to combat that from the ANZAK side. So, but all in all, a nice opening minute of this third round for GTSOM. We'll park it on the bar cam just for a second. A minute and 50, probably about minute 50 or so by the time they recap this up with Bar. Well, that was a fortuitous event, because he gets a couple of nice headshots straight away. In fact, that's the third. Wow, this guy is doing work right now. Again, that's 4 in a row. Wow. I'm very glad that I made the decision to park the cam on his first person right now. Because ANZAK did actually manage to cap that up, but not for long under up. Just an onslaught of headshots, absolutely just destroying up this team. So the Uber, by the looks of it, has been popped, but they were so far back when they were forced that they haven't really gotten a great deal done with it. I kind of want to keep it still on the bar cam just for a little bit longer. And there we go, rewarded with a headshot onto Halfrog. So exciting stuff right there. Loncio does actually pick him in the end, and the crits were forced out of GTSOM, but it doesn't really matter. Crits, of course, building 25% faster than Uber, and it's hard to build Uber when you have a sniper's bullet lodged in the medic's brain. So GTSOM looking like a different team. They only swapped, I think, Chirok and Turak, that's BPJ, onto the Scout and Pyro respectively. You know what? I'm going to take this this opportunity to actually run down the players on both teams. So Verminator is currently medicing for GTSOM. Umbrella is their regular medicine man. I don't know what the go is. Maybe he just wasn't available for this game. Turok, that's actually Jono, and of course we see him doing a great deal of work for the GTSOM team, both in 6s. They are in the Premier Division of the Oz Fortress Winter League this season. And you know what, we're going to actually see if we can catch the Turok POV, because they've got the crits up, and looks like straight away the crit does actually take down the medic this time. So it's all coming together for GTSOM. That's exactly what they needed to be doing. It's what they haven't been doing these last two rounds. Verminator did go down, but really it matters little when you consider that Halfrong actually died very early on in that piece, and the crits are building a lot faster than the Uber. So only the 20 seconds left right now for GTSOM. I'm going to get back to who's playing what for the two teams, but right now I want to be covering this action because that was a really nice crit pop. It's what we haven't been seeing out of GTSOM so far, and it's what I really look forward to seeing more of them, more from them this particular round and in the rounds to follow, because they have looked absolutely dominant this round. Only the 2 seconds left alive. ANZAK might actually cap this up. They've got a lot of players forward. They will get a lot of work done. Halfrong actually does go down to what I assume was a flanking maneuver there from Turok. That is the real Turok. That is actually Kiran. But yeah, ANZAK did cap this up, but all GTSOM has to do is recap it. There is no pressure on them. They've got a lot of time to recap it. A lot of the ANZAK players just died. The crits are popped, more of a precaution than anything. They didn't even really need it. The only thing I can see is a Pyro jumps in with the Spy. Didn't quite get it done. The medic making a last-ditch attempt to try and get some defense at this point, but a very convincing third round win in favour of GTSOM. So we're gonna stick with Turok. 3 DOMs right now for him. I want to get through some of the other players on these two teams though. So Geomenace, not actually in their Sixers lineup. I haven't actually seen him play before, and a nice little bop out of Jono, getting his rollouts done well. Beating his opponent Demo by a long way, and Yellow Dart taking first blood on the Fonz right there for this round. So, we're just going to third person it up, see how it goes. Yellow Dart actually did die right there. I'm not too sure where she fell to her death, but she did. Jumping around like a crazy woman, getting lots of kills, I can only assume. And straight away gets very early onto this point. Very nice stuff. Half Wrong did actually drop to a body shot from Bar, also known as a Bar D shot. Oh, I amuse myself sometimes. I'm going to stop now. So, Yellow Dart, as I've mentioned, on the Soldier. Turak, that's actually BPJ on the Pyro. Bar, as we've seen, getting a lot of Bar D shots. There we go, I did it again. On the Sniper, and bam, Laurencio taking down and dropping the medic. The crit medic actually deceased right now. So it's very unfortunate for GTSOM. It's what ANZAK absolutely needed to do because they were in a horrendous position. But we'll see how they'll go. So Muns on the Engineer, that's Turok, that is Kieran of course, better known as, on the Scout, and Prototype Player on the Spy. As ANZAK finally gets some cap time on this point, it looks like they will end up capping it up. 2 or 3 players on the point right now, and they do actually cap it up. So over on ANZAK's way, we've got, you know what, we'll follow the heavy right now. You know what, no, we're going to give Two Boots some love. He's been getting a little bit out-sniped by Bar by the looks of things, but we'll see what he can pull out. Oh, a death. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. That's what that is. Laurencio. You know what, Laurencio is a standout player for this team, and right there we can see why. Backstabs all over the place. Sap's going left, right and centre, but it looks like he will get taken down, but not before he pistols down the Sniper. Great stuff there. So Half Wrong on the medic for ANZAK. X-Man not medic. I'm not actually too sure what the go is with that. He was medic for ANZAK, but now not this game, so I'm not entirely sure whether he's left the team or not. Laurencio on Spy, of course, as I mentioned, one of the... Well, I'm going to go ahead and say it. One of the best Spies currently playing Highlander in this country, in this league at the moment, is Laurencio. So Jim Bob, Lord of Eskimos, probably better known as just Jim Bob, on the Engineer, and doing a lot of work for ANZAK. Probably one of their standout players right now. Durzo Blint on the Heavy as usual. The Fonz on Scout, and he is loving it so far. Ryan, just Ryan, and we will refer to him just as Ryan on the Demo Man so far. Two Boots rocking the Sniper. Wilcor on the Soldier. In Shindogo, last season, one of the 2 All-Star Pyros is back on Pyro this season for his team of ANZAK. Now, while that was happening, GTSOM has actually not lost this point so far. 1 minute and 18 seconds left, but they do actually have a slight crit disadvantage right now. It'll probably even up to be about even as when Half Wrong gets his Uber up. But ANZAK, just with the Scout, basically, now with a little bit of demo pressure as well, just capping up this point, but already 2 minutes even gone for GTSOM. Only 1 minute remaining, 60 seconds until they win a second round, the 4th round right now. So we'll see what they can do. Verminator going down to what I can only assume was a great bomb in there from Wilcor. It looks like he got a great deal of work done. Ryan also as well bombing in, but dying to BPJ, tagged up as Turak right there. And Turok, Jono, let's follow his cam. Back to 1 dom, but still a lot of work being done by him so far, and he does actually take down and gets revenge right there on Jim Bob, Lord of the Eskimos. So, oh, camera a bit crazy there, but that's okay. ANZAK still in control at this point. They've scrubbed off already 45 seconds, so we'll see how they go. They do actually have 100%, and it's actually a crits. You know what, we're going to see if we can find... I can only assume it's going to be... where is he? Here we go, the demo. There we go, Ryan, just Ryan. He does actually take down a few players, including the medic. That's what happened to. That's what actually happened to them from GTSOM last round, and it's what they're returning with interest this round to GTSOM. It's what they absolutely needed to do, and unfortunately though, it looks like Bar did work, and Half Wrong is deceased right now. 1 minute and 30 seconds or so, 38 seconds left for ANZAK, but GTSOM needs to push in because ANZAK are capable of holding this for the full 3 minutes. I don't know if they actually will, but they are certainly capable. Shindogo actually dropping right there. Getting some good damage out onto the soldier is Jono as we get to the third person camera. So 6 times up on this point. They did exactly what they needed to do. The 60 seconds is now counting down for GTSOM. Demo jumping in, trying to get work done, but not really happening. Bar takes down, you know what, we're going to capture the Bar cam. He is going crazy again, getting a lot of work done. Chirok and Turok combining up to take down the medic and the heavy as well. Bar coming around and getting a nice body shot kill onto the Pyro just there. So 1/2 of 1 minute remaining for GTSOM, and it looks like they're pretty comfortable right now. They actually do have the crits up, so let's see if we can find the demo. Where is he? Where is that demo? Turok, there he is. Jono actually just sitting a little bit of a sticky trap right now. But the crits is actually up right now for Verminator. He's sitting on it. I don't know if that's maybe the correct decision. Maybe they want to get a bit further forward. But Half Wrong only on about 48%, whether that's crits or Uber, I'm not entirely sure. The crits are actually now popped for Jono, but not getting a great deal done. They've actually gone over onto the heavy. The Pew Pew laser's working out right now, getting a few kills with it. ANZAK trying to come in and get work done, but the Pyro is actually very successfully blasting them off the point. How they might actually recapture this right now. A lot of GTSOM players dead right now. A lot of players actually going down. 3 times, 4 times up on this point. They do cap it up. However, it is overtime for GTSOM. All they have to do is recap this point in the next minute and 12 seconds, and they will actually win this 4th round. But as I said, ANZAK are more than capable of holding for the 3 minutes, and by that logic, they are more than capable of holding for the minute as well. So it's going to be interesting to see if they can. Bar again with the headshot. He's doing a lot of work for GTSOM right now. Yellow Dart taking down the opposing demo. So 5 times cap up on this point for GTSOM. They're just surging forward, getting the kills that they need to, clearing out ANZAK. Verminator actually does go down. I didn't see how that happened. It looked like it was actually the Fonz taking him down. So a nice flanking move out of the Fonz, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Too little, too late, and that is 2-2 to GTSOM. So yeah, really nice equalizer there. Let's see if we can find a demo to roll out with. There he is, Ryan. There we go. So we'll see. He was beaten quite handily last round by Jono, and we'll see how he gets out. He's actually choosing just to walk, not even just a single jump. So don't know if that was because he didn't want to lose health, but straight away he's copying a lot of damage. And 2 boots deceased right there. Turok coming in, doing a lot of work. He actually does end up going down, but straight away it looks like, yeah, GTSOM on the point doing a lot of work. And they probably, you know what, you want to win this round. It's 2-2. The halftime in UGC for Koth maps is at 3 round wins. So at the end of this round, someone was going to go into halftime with a round up on the opponent, and both teams will really want it to be them. More so for the mental advantage, but also just for the fact that they'll be 1 round up. So yeah, following the bar cam again, he's very far forward in the opponent's garage, and he actually does die because of it. It was actually Laurencio with the revolver kill right there that took him down, and probably deserved to be punished for being that far forward, but it looks like Chirok's, that's actually his own drop down. So the crit's actually out onto him, does get flashed. Half Wrong did go down right there to Chirok. That's exactly what they needed to do. However, a lot of GTSOM players dying. ANZAK counter pushing really quite well right now. However, this scout is in behind them. Does take down Shindogo before he even noticed he was getting hit, and he knows that there's a spy around. He's tracking him, and he probably wants to take him down, but there's just not enough support right now for GTSOM. They have scrubbed off about 50 seconds by the time this ends up. Yeah, 50 seconds even by the time this gets capped up. But ANZAK in control of the point right now. I kind of want to stick with the yellow dart cam, but I kind of also want to get a bit of a third-person perspective on what's happening in this round. Half Wrong on about 45% of their Uber, and it looks like crits out for GTSOM. So they still haven't actually quite capped up this point right now. They do have the 100% crits out, and I have a feeling that they might actually give it to Geomanus. They have actually given the crits to the heavy to create some pew pew lasers quite a few times this round, this game, excuse me, if they can't find Jono around in an easy to reach position. But it looks like they are actually going to go to Jono, so I'll see if I can find him. There he is, Turok. The crits aren't actually out quite yet. He's jumping very far forward. 2 minutes and 10 seconds now left for ANZAK, but it is in GTSOM's favour, the point, and Turok actually trying to get work done. Does take down a few players. He's jumped very far forward there, though. Does take down the dispenser as well. If I always say, if the dispenser's down, push, but they actually control the point, so there's no need to be too greedy at the moment, no need to be too aggro or crazy. Laurencio actually drops to Geomenace. Those minigun bullets hurt at close range. They hurt quite a lot. Now, Verminator has actually sat on this crits for a long time this round. That heavy trying to get targeted down by a Turok, but he actually does go down to Ryan, getting a few nice kills. Dispenser and his opposing demo. So yeah, Yellow Dart jumping in does get pissed on, so being forced to retreat. ANZAK still still well in control at this point. 1 minute and 20 seconds left before they win this round now. But that's actually a pop out of ANZAK. I don't know if they were forced or if they meant to do that. Bringing forward only the heavy, spun up under the Uber, but he's going to lose. And the crits, and they just run at a crits. That's not a great decision right there. As I try and find someone, sorry for the horrible camera work. But running straight at a crits is far from the ideal end to the Uber. So they actually did more harm to themselves than harm to the enemy with that Uber. Just bum rushing a spun up heavy that has crits is never a good idea, especially as your Uber is fading. And what it means is that GTSOM is still well in control of this round. Only 1/2 of 1 minute remaining. Turok, as we see, trying to get some work done. ANZAK in general trying to push forward. I don't know if it's going to be enough. You know what? Let's follow the Yellow Dart. Let's see what she can do. She's actually going to drop beneath by the looks of things, trying to find a spy, I assume. But let's see if she can make the play that she needs to. She's actually jumping all the way around behind. Probably trying to come up behind that medic. Mini sentry there, so can't really jump in against the mini sentry. It's a pain, but there it is. And trying to come forward very aggressively doesn't actually get too much done. So, you know what, we're going to go back to the third person perspective. ANZAK did end up capping that up. So 16 seconds left for GTSOM, but ANZAK in control of the point right now, and quite well. Half wrong on a 100% Uber, so they actually have a bit of defense against a GTSOM push right now. The Pyro in, trying to take down that mini. He does actually take it down, but does go down for his troubles from the scattergun of the Fonz himself. So it's going to be interesting to see how ANZAK chooses to use this Uber. I feel like they need to use it. Well, they don't really need to use it aggressively. I mean, they probably know that Verminator is sticking very steadfastly with that critical creed. He has actually not actually used Uber at all this game. Crits only. And now only 1 minute, 60 seconds remaining for ANZAK to control this point. It's really coming down to the wire this round. They, but as I said, both teams are going to absolutely want to take this. Yellow Dart going down, Laurencio taking down Bar, but the crits are out! The crits are out, but the Uber is popped in response from ANZAK. That's absolutely what they needed to do. However, they lost a lot of players surrounding that Uber. Only really a few players left alive right now for ANZAK, but they are chasing down to get some players. They retain a slight Uber advantage currently. They will probably lose that just a little bit as the crits catches up, and there it is. It's already an advantage in favour of the crits, but can get some push in. It's only 30 seconds that ANZAK needs to hold this for. Scout trying to come in and does actually take down that spun up heavy. That's exactly what they needed to do. Get some surging forward, and that medic gets flung and trying to fly, does actually pick up the med pack, will remain alive, only on the 50% Uber though, before we see about 80% crit. The crits will end up coming out of GTSOM, I'm sure. 13 seconds left for each team, and it's going to be very, very difficult for ANZAK to try and push forward right now and recap this from GTSOM. GTSOM capping up exactly what they needed to do at exactly the right time. 100% Uber out, they're probably going to, crits, excuse me, they're probably going to pop it off, and they do. Heavy trying to get forward, trying to jump straight at a spun up, critted up heavy, not working. That is a 3-2 round win to GTSOM. That is the first half over. It is, of course, 1st to 4, so I will be back in just a second with the second half. Alright guys, we're back with the second half. We just saw GTSOM win the first half 3 rounds to 2, so they only need to win 1 more round. ANZAK needs to win 2 more rounds to take this UGC Highlander Season 9 Week 8 win. So straight away Ryan going in big. That soldier jumping in very, very far and getting as well, almost escaping, actually getting knocked down by the scattergun of Fonz right there in the end, and Ryan is invisible to me. Only his attachments, his hats and whatnot are available to me. So it's going to be interesting to see if GTSOM can continue to use the crits effectively. I feel like it was their continued use of effective crits that actually won them the 3 rounds in a row last half. So 3-2 to GTSOM. See if they can steal one more round and cap it out at 4-2, or if ANZAK can make a comeback and maybe make it 4-3 in their favour. But straight away, GTSOM with a lot of players on the point. Lorenzo with a backstab there again. The crits actually do go out, but not a lot happening with them. The crits actually, nothing happened. Yellow Dart actually managed to get a, I think that was a jumper kill, actually onto Shindogo or Ryan, I'm not entirely sure. But either way, they are deceased right now. But a lot more GTSOM players dead than ANZAK, and winding down the time that GTSOM had kept up, and ANZAK are getting their own time on it right now. They didn't actually swap colours. It is still GTSOM in the blue and ANZAK in the red. GTSOM, of course, get these Yanks off me, get Yum, but better known as their Sixers name, GTSOM, get these scouts off me. And ANZAK, the Australia-New Zealand arse kickers, they do actually cap up first, so they take the first time in this first round, just like last half. So, oh, Dozo actually going crazy forward, and I don't know if you saw it in the background, but Verminator actually dropped. I don't know if he actually had the Uber or crits up, but he's certainly dead right now. And that means a free Uber or crits, I believe it is Uber right now, for ANZAK. So I'm going to try and find the medic. There it is. Half wrong at 100% Uber right now. Going very far down though, that scout getting half wrong very, very low. Some dangerous stuff right there. Laurencio already getting another backstab, Bar taking down the centre. You know what, pretty soon I'm going to have to give some Laurencio some love, some camera time, because he has gone... Wow, middies by Yellow Dart! Amazing stuff. Wilco trying to jump in, but just getting absolutely shut down by Yellow Dart. Great stuff there out of the GTSOM soldier. But we do see half wrong pop that Uber. Already 1 minute gone out of ANZAK's time. And so they're looking very strong in this first round of the second half. The scout does try and come in and get some work done, but he's going to go down very shortly, I assume. Yeah, Laurencio again. Laurencio doing some massive work in combination right now with Durzo Blint. 12 points already in this half. So about half the time gone right now for ANZAK. I'm going to take us back to the third-person perspective and see how GTSOM can push in this point. 1.5 minutes remaining now for ANZAK to try and hold on to. They actually can probably do it. Half wrong retaining that Uber advantage right now. Although Soldier jumping in, trying to get work, probably doesn't actually manage to do it. Although half wrong did actually die to the pipes from Turok, from Jono. I didn't actually see that, but wow, must have been just some spam pipes that actually dropped half wrong. This is GTSOM's chance for this round. Already 2 minutes gone out of ANZAK's time, and I think Bar knows that there's a spy right there. But GTSOM needs to absolutely get on this point. They need to get some time on the board. Oh, it's full of puns today. But yeah, only what, 50? Oh, it's still they haven't actually kept it up yet. So in the end, it's going to be 48 seconds left for ANZAK. Really, all they really need to do is cap up once, you would suspect, and they can probably hold a 47-second cap time. But the crits actually do go out. They did get Wilcor, and that was it. They do take half wrong as well. It's that continued use of the crits well. That's where I really see GTSOM excelling this game. However, Verminator did actually die to the Fonz. That's a few times that we've seen the medic dying to the opposing scout one way or the other. So, yeah, already 30 seconds gone from GTSOM's time, but they've lost a lot of players. ANZAK is trying to get forward. Don't know how well they're going to be able to do it. You know what, I'm trying to get... There we go. Just, yeah, we go. That's what we need to see. But a third-person perspective right now. Half-wrong guy died again to Bar. Bar actually getting taken down by Ryan. But wow, that was all he needed to do. Picking the medic was crucial right there. And that means that it's only 2 minutes left now for GTSOM to cap up this, to defend this point before ANZAK actually loses this round, loses the game, excuse me, if they manage to do that. So, Turok taking down Jim Bob. Prototype sapping up the sentry at the same time. Some nice communication right there and coordination how to get something, and that's something you would absolutely expect out of a team that's played together for so long. But yeah, 1 minute 40 seconds left. GTSOM almost with the crits up now. They will actually beat half wrong in getting the crits up. So there's Turok. He's probably going to receive these crits in just a second, but Half Wrong does actually have the Uber up. So really what they need to do is be aware that the crits is probably coming. They needed to probably move a little bit faster with these crits. They're waiting a long time. They are actually getting a lot of cap time on this point. And it's actually the crits. Wow, Half Wrong dropped the crits. I don't know if he had popped it or not. I think he might have, but he died very, very early on to Turok. That's Jono, to the sticky trap that he actually very hastily set up and very accurately set up. Wow, Geomenace actually being dropped by Laurencio, but Laurencio actually going down to the pain train from Jono. Great stuff from both teams right now. It's very desperate. Both teams losing a lot of players. The medic for both teams actually down right now. 48 seconds even for both teams. If GTSOM can do this, they will win the match. If ANZAK can pull this back, they will still be in the running. ANZAK actually has more players left alive right now. They've got 4 times cap up on the point. 2 boots going down to Turok. Turok dying. Players dying left, right and centre, but still 30 seconds now only for ANZAK. Bar dying from Tishandogo there from the fall damage. Now 28 seconds left for ANZAK, but ANZAK has capped up the point. Only 38 seconds now left for them. I would suspect that if they hold it right now, they can probably hold it for the next 30 seconds only right now, and they will keep themselves alive and in this game. Laurencio taking down Verminator. You know what? Next round, we're going to actually absolutely give some love to Verminator, to Laurencio, because he's doing a lot of work. He's actually deceased right now. That's why I can't find him on the first person. But 12 seconds now for ANZAK. They've got player advantage slightly, but they need to be there. Oh, and it's now 8 seconds left for ANZAK. The cap is in favour of GTSOM. 22 seconds left for GTSOM. All they need to do is hold for the next 22 seconds, and they can actually win this. I don't know if ANZAK, they've actually popped the Uber by the looks of things, have they? Yeah, they absolutely have. We're going to see if we can get that on camera. Yeah, there we go. They have actually popped the Uber, and 7 times cap on the point. Fonz is going very far forward, and he's going to take that medic if he's not careful. The medic does actually drop. Verminator down by Fonz. That could be crucial right now. It's overtime, and ANZAK has actually capped up this point. 5 seconds is all they need to hold it on for. GTSOM desperately needing to try and get on this point. I don't think they can do it. That heavy's going to be blocked out. Blasted back by the Pyro, and it is now 3-3. We are now going into golden point, basically. The next, 3-minute cap will win this. The person that can hold the midpoint for the next 3 seconds will actually take this game, take the round, and take the actual map win. So straight away, Turok proving that he means business, taking down Ryan. Absolutely GTSOM coming out firing on all cylinders this round. Laurencio deceased by Turok, and I think, yep, that was a, yeah, yeah, Roffle indeed. They must be getting pretty annoyed with Laurencio. Laurencio, of course, top scoring for ANZAK, doing a lot of work, and we saw right there all of the ANZAK players dying in a huge conflagration. All of them just deceased right now. GTSOM with the early time up on the point, and time is ticking right now for GTSOM. In the next 3 minutes, we will, well, in the next possibly 3 minutes, if they hold it consecutively, we will see how this game goes. Now, they are very far forward right now. Are they going to pop the crits? They absolutely are going to pop the crits, and Half Wrong does go down with Shindogo. Dozo as well, and the Fonz. That is some great play coming out of Jono, and that is absolutely massacring any chance that ANZAK was going to have an Uber to try and recap this anytime soon. He's actually going so far forward, the sniper did not even see him. He actually fails to take down that sniper. He does actually end up getting him down. Fonz does take him down, but Fonz dying to take down Jono. Jono going absolutely huge right there. And that's all that happened in the first like 50 seconds of the round. Bar taking down Jim Bob, and he's still got his eyes on the prize, trying to keep Half Wrong down. That is, I believe, and wow, great shot onto Shindogo as well. I do believe that the way GTSOM has been winning is because Half Wrong has not been able to use his Ubers as effectively as he could in the first 2 rounds. So Bar, very far forward, and his opponent's garage does actually get a few body shots onto that soldier before actually headshotting him down. Great stuff there. So let's see if he can actually take down that medic. He's got him in his sights. He's going to try, but the medic has actually escaped right now. I think he's still up there. A lot of actually players dying to the Fonz right now, so great stuff from the Fonz. He's going to take down that mini sentry, but I think he's going to get caught out by Shindogo, and he will go down. Before this game is over for too long. It's only 1.5 minutes, less than that remaining now for GTSOM, but we're going to give Laurencio some love. He's around, I think. Oh, if they're not careful, he's going to do it. And he actually does it! He gets the backstab onto Verminator! That's amazing play, and that could actually be enough for them to cap up the point, and it actually is. Uber was popped for Half Wrong, but GTSOM forced away from the point. They lost their crit advantage, and right now the time is ticking down for ANZAK. 2 minutes and 50 seconds still left. 1 minute and 9 for GTSOM. They absolutely have time, but I tell you what, guys, this is going down to the wire. This is, of course, who wins this round, who wins this map, and well, it's been an absolute nail-biter so far. 3-3, you couldn't hope for a closer game, and it's back and forth in this last round as well. Turok actually up on the point right now, trying to cap it up. He's only on 36 health. He is very, very low. He knows there's a spy there. He actually does take down the spy. Laurencio going down right there. 1 minute and 9 seconds now. The cap is in favour of GTSOM. 1 minute and 4. It's dropping. 2 minutes 24 for ANZAK. If they reclaim this point, that is how long they'll have to hold it for to win. But now less than a minute. That's got to feel good for GTSOM. I want to follow, you know what, I'm going to follow Laurencio again because I get the feeling he's going to go huge. He's got to. If ANZAK have any hope of recapping this point and taking this round, Laurencio absolutely must go huge. He is still top scoring, in fact, for his team, almost for the entire map. Does actually end up sapping that. He's probably going to get... No, he's backed off. I'm going to stick with him, though. I feel like something good could be coming out of him. But only 30 seconds left now for GTSOM. If they cap this up, they will end up taking this round. He's been spotted by Jono, though. I don't think it's going to work out too well for Laurencio. He does go down. So, you know what? We're going to take it up to the third-person perspective from this game. Only 15 seconds now left for GTSOM. 100% Uber for half wrong. Here they are actually on the point. ANZAK is capping it up. They do have the 2 times on the point. Keep in mind, you can't cap while you're under the effects of the Uber, but they do go forward. Verminator stays alive, though. So it is into overtime right now for GTSOM, but ANZAK is in control of the point. They do cap it up. 2 minutes and 22 seconds left. And, well, I don't know that they can hold it for that long. All that GTSOM has to do is cap this point up once, and they will win the map. And I think that's exactly what they're going to aim to do. They're just going to wait to get their crit, maybe have someone bomb in and try and take down half wrong. You know what, I'm going to give us actually a little bit of a different camera angle. I want to see the way GTSOM chooses to attack this. Laurencio down, not actually doing too much work, and that could prove crucial if GTSOM pushes in here now and does actually end up winning this round. Well, Chirok does go down. The sentry gun from Muns does go down as well. That soldier was up on the high ground, trying to get work done, not getting too much done. Durzo Blint dying actually to the revolver kill from Prototype, or maybe that was an ambassador body shot, not entirely sure. GTSOM streaming forward, trying to take this out, but half wrong didn't go down, but a lot of players from ANZAK dying right now. Half wrong actually gets trapped underneath the point, and he does go down. That could be it. GTSOM all on the cap, 7 times players on the cap, and that is it. That is a round win, a half win, and a map win to GTSOM. That was very, very, very close. It is exactly as I predicted it. GTSOM did end up winning, but very, very close indeed. So that has been a great game. 2 very worthy teams. GTSOM in the blue winning 4-3. ANZAK in the red losing very closely 4-3. But I tell you what, that was a very close game. So thank you for joining me right now. I have very much enjoyed this game. I hope you have too. I've been Ishanu. This has been Ishanu and Friends TV, and I'll see you guys next time.